Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy Tuesday. It's been a minute or two, hasn't it? Oh, summer, such a busy time. Oh, okay, so I'm trying to find you on my laptop. If you are watching the replay over on my YouTube channel, I'd love it if you would hit the subscribe button, give my video a thumbs up. You know, that whole algorithm thing works wonders for my channel. And it's such a little channel. We're working on that. So, how is everybody? I'm trying to find the video on my laptop because I definitely can't see everybody. Okay, there's the video. All right, let's open this up so I can see what the heck is going on. If you join me on my Facebook Live today, please be sure to say hello. If I don't say anything, please don't take it personally because I'm trying to make sure I don't stumble. But we know that happens way too often. So today's video is actually what you were going to see last week, but when you have your 10-year-old grandson hanging out with you after summer school and he has to go on an adventure, you comply with the 10-year-old at times, right? So yeah, we're going to play with the, I almost said January, with the July Paper Pumpkin, July 2024. Isn't that box gorgeous? And it's called Painted Petals. Just the box alone is absolutely stunning. And it makes, what is it, 369 cards. And the die cuts are really, really pretty. We're going to be using some extra items today. Here is the stamp set. And this stamp right here coordinates with the one of the dies from the add-on. And the die set is called, let's see if I've got it right here, Every Celebration. So you get the little flower die, the word hooray, which is going to coordinate with next month's kit. Hi Lynn, how are you? And then it comes with this leaf. If you, yeah, here it is right here. I played with that die for my Casing Tuesday last week, thinking that I was going to have my Facebook Live, but that's the stamp and die, and there is the inside of the card. And then, let's see, what else you got going on here? Like I said, it makes these really pretty cards, and the envelopes. I know a lot of times I've cut envelopes up, but there's no way I'm cutting those envelopes. Aren't they pretty? So the cards we'll be making today will be using those envelopes. And they have these little die cut for you to stamp in, very similar to one of our, for the life of me I can't think of the stamp and die set right now, but it is very similar to that. And it has these sentiment die cuts, and here are the card bases. There's one. Oops, I had to look at a couple of the dies. This card base, did I pick up the, of course I did not. And then, where is the last one? I guess I should have taken everything out. It probably would have been easier. Here is the third. I like how this is printed so it looks like you have vellum over it. It's really pretty. And then there was 3 different flower dies that go on the front. You have it in the Calypso Coral, and this has got some petal pink. And this is in your, that's probably some, there's some black in there, Melon Mambo, and of course Mossy Meadow. Alright, and I'll show you what we're going to do today. I'm going to put this in here so I don't lose anything. Get everything put away. And then I'll show you, I'll first show you the cards we're going to make. We're going to make this one, and we're going to be using Mossy Meadow ink, and you can see how I'm just using it without the die cut. And then there's the inside, there's the hooray, and then we're going to make a fun fold using the entire card base for the pink one, and there's the inside. So let me show you the scrapbook layout I created. And it's of my 3 sweet darling daughters. This picture cracks me up. I laugh every time I look at it. So this was taken in probably 93, 94-ish. I think Corey was probably 6, maybe 7. Kelly, look at that face. She was ticked to be wearing a dress. And then sweet Melissa, look at her face. That is Charlie's face if ever you saw it. But this is actually a photo. The original was not even a 4x6. It was, I think, like 3x5, whatever they used to print them out as. I took a photo of the photo, and afterwards my daughter says, why didn't you just scan it? Because we don't think that way, right? So I took a picture of the photo. I adjusted it in my camera, and then I printed it out over on my printer. And this piece of designer series paper is from the Country Lace, both of these. In fact, this piece right here is the back. And here's another layer. And I'm going to have all the measurements in today's blog post. So it's a 12x12 base. Then this layer on the back is 6 inches by 10 inches. And this layer is 3.5 by 12. And let's see if you can see these. I have these butterflies. I use the retired butterfly punch with vellum. And this one I got out of a scrapbook kit that I purchased from another demonstrator. It was part of her pack. And then I used some of the, the 3 color sequins that come with the white, the pink, and then Pretty Peacock. And then there's that die cut from the kit. And I put in other of the sequins on there. And there's one of the sentiment labels from the kit. So I had fun with this one, giggling the whole time at this face. Corey is always the one that's the center of attention. Okay. So let's get started on making our cards today. We'll start with this one. And this is exactly why I created this card without the die, because I intend to make another layout with another picture of the girls. Just too much fun, I'm telling you. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this card base down. I've got a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And we're going to trim this piece down. I'm going to cut it in half right at, let's get this out of here, right at the score line on the card. We're not even 5 minutes in and I'm already making a mess. Okay, so we're going to trim this right in half on the score line. I'm going to set that aside because we will be using that. And then I'm going to bring it over and I'm going to trim it at 3 3/4 by 5. Just like so. Save that piece. I'm sure I'll use it for something. Save that piece. Now I'm also going to cut the back of the card to 3 3/4 by 5. Nope. I did that wrong, didn't I? No, this is going to be the inside. Sorry. 3 3/4 by 5. And then, that wasn't 5, was it? That was, see, I'm out of practice. Okay, we'll just set these aside. This little strip, I'm going to trim at 3 3/4 because it's a 1/2 inch. And we're going to use this for the inside of our card. Right. Bless her heart. So we're going to add this to a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of petal pink. And then we're going to add a piece of that petal pink ribbon. It's a double pack that comes with white and petal pink. And it's, what is this called? It is called Petal Pink and White 1/4 inch diagonal trim. All right, so I'm going to add this the cheater method. We're going to add some adhesive down each side. And I'm just going to tuck this in, the adhesive, and bring this over like so. And we're going to trim that and add it to our card front like that. Okay, easy peasy. Now we're going to stamp our sentiment, and I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. Did I bring my Mossy Meadow? Oh wait, I had it. I know I did. Oh, psst, it's right here. Bless your heart. Okay, we're going to stamp the sentiment, and it fits this little guy perfectly. And I have, it's going to say, "Let's celebrate you," I believe. Yep, "Let's celebrate you." And it's going to fit right in there. Okay, perfect. Oh, I messed it up a little bit, but that's okay. It's a handmade card. Okay, I'll set him aside for a second, and let's stamp the inside before we go any farther. And I'm going to put the ink away. And the nice part is I'm going to be able to use those gorgeous envelopes from the kit. And it says, "You are simply the best." And then I want to add this to the bottom. Now, I know I had that die cut. Yep, it's right here. And I need that too. So add this to the inside of the card. Now, if you wanted to save that for something else, you absolutely could and just use a piece of basic white. But I just wanted to use all of my kit up. Let's see. I did not bring liquid glue. Hang tight. You didn't think I'd not walk away, did ya? All right. Hi Kathy, how are you? All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just on the larger pieces of the die, like so. You don't want to put too much on, otherwise it'll leak out at the inside of your card. Okay. And I'm going to use my tweezers so that I can make sure I get this on fairly straight. There. You never think to use die cuts on the inside, right? So the inside's done. You know, it'd be pretty with the petal pink on that too. I didn't think about that this morning when I was rushing to get this done. Okay, so I'm going to add this to my label, or the little layer there, with the dimensionals that were included in the kit. Lay that. We're going to lay that right here. Again, I think I'll just use my tweezer so I can see what I'm doing. And there we go. Now I'm going to add these to the back so that it straddles the ribbon somewhat, because that ribbon's pretty wide compared to this label. And it'll also hold that ribbon down, like so. Okay. Oops, we missed one. Get him there. Okay. Yep. All right. So we'll add him right over that ribbon, like so. And then let's put this guy away. We're going to add another little piece to make the faux bow. This is really pretty ribbon. And I'm just going to slip this under, and then I'm going to tie it into a knot. Now, to make it somewhat flat, when you tuck that under, you're going to want to grab it and twist. And it makes it a little bit flatter for a knot. Okay. We'll trim this just like so. There. Now we'll add some of these pretty sequins. And let's see, let's put one there. We'll put a bigger one up here. And let's put one over here. There, our first card's done. Isn't that pretty? This is one of the prettiest kits we've had. Well, you know, I keep saying that. They're always pretty. We got a runner of a sequin over here. Let's put him back on the paper. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's get this guy out of the way. All right, so we're going to need our trimmer again. And I'm going to use my sample card that I made with this. I used the gray granite, which was the ink spot that came in the kit, but it just kind of washed out, I thought. You can see here, it just looks like washed out to me, so I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow again. All right, so I have a Melon Mambo card base. Let's put that over there. And it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And again, I am going to cut this in half. All right, and we're going to want to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, just like so. Now, the back of the card, I am going to cut this at 5 1/4. And I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. Okay, and this nope, it's a little bigger than 1 inch. I want this to be 1 inch. So I'll trim a little bit off of that. Okay, put that over there. Just throw it around. Now, our card front, we're going to trim 1 inch off of this, like so. Save that for something, because I'm sure at some point I'm going to need a small piece of Melon Mambo, and that's all the trimming we're going to need. Okay, so we're going to attach that piece of card back to the front of the card. Just like so. And then this piece, we're gonna, oops, let's do this first. This piece of basic white is 4 by 5 1/4. We're gonna add that to the inside. Just like that. And then we're gonna add this piece here to that inside layer, like this. Okay, so that when it's closed, it looks like that. So this we're going to lay on just as if it was a full card front. So we're only going to add adhesive to the left side so that it creates the opening flap, and it's going to sit there like so. Okay, all right, so this guy, let's see, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so I followed the instructions for this card, so I'm just gonna layer this right about here. And then this little guy, we're gonna add, just like it was in the sample, the instructions, off to the side so that you see these flowers too, kind of shadowing this. Okay, and then we we will stamp our sentiments and we will be done. Okay, so this guy, I'm just going to set over here like so. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so where is my, I guess I didn't put that in there. Or, oh, here it is. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, so the inside sentiment, I mean, not the inside, this sentiment is, I'm so lucky to have you in my life. And it's going to stamp this way. And down we go. You know, when they first showed this, I was a little concerned that I'd have a hard time stamping these sentiments, but it hasn't been too bad. All right, so now we're going to add dimensionals for this guy. Let's see, that one goes there. This is, we're gonna fit this one right about here so that, make sure you get the backing off so it sticks. And it sits over here like so. Whoops. There we go. We'll add our little sequins. Oh, we didn't stamp the inside sentiment, did we? Okay. And this sentiment says, friends like you make life beautiful. And then we'll stamp that right. Yeah, I definitely like the Mossy Meadow better, even though I can't stamp straight. All right, so guess what? We're all done. There's our two cards. See the difference between the Mossy Meadow and the Gray Granite? I definitely like the Mossy Meadow better. Oh, we forgot sequins. Can't ever forget bling. Gotta have our bling. And I'm going to stick one here. We'll put a big one down here. And we'll put one here. And one here. There we go. All done. That was somewhat painless, huh? Let's clean up our mess so you can see everything. Who else out there has a mess on their desk when they're done stamping? I know, if you could see my studio, I still haven't cleaned it up since our scrapbook class on Saturday. It's okay, it's okay. All right. There's our two cards. Let's take one more look at this little scrapbook layout. Those three faces. I love them so much. Okay, so there's that. And then my two cards. What do you think? I think they turned out really well. And I like this simple fun fold. All right, everybody. I thank you so much for spending time with me today. We are in the, what's today? Today's Tuesday. Today and tomorrow are the last days to qualify for your bonus day coupon. So for every $50 in product that you spend, Larry knew I was doing this and he walked in anyway. That's okay. Love him anyway. For every $50 in product that you purchase, you'll get a coupon for $5 to use on a purchase for next month. And there is a designer series paper sale coming starting on Tuesday. So go ahead and start shopping till you drop and earn those coupons. Have a great rest of your day, and I will catch up with you later. Bye.